Greetings, everyone. I am creating this YouTube video to discuss several celestial events that are sure signs of things to come. If you recall, I mentioned in the Chronicles of Ariel on my Alura Angels website that there would be a few of these occurrences. Currently, we have two celestial bodies around our moon and sun. As we are sometimes governed by the cosmos, celestial bodies serve as powerful symbols in our spiritual journey, and these are no exception. Comets and asteroids have historically been regarded as potent symbols of transformation and change. Firstly, we have a comet that will be visible this fall, 2024, coinciding with many religious festivities. This is particularly significant for Israel, which will be celebrating the Day of Atonement. The comet is called Comet C 2023-A3, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS. Given the chaotic and destructive events occurring in Israel, it makes sense that we would observe the appearance of this celestial body, especially during a time that symbolizes atonement, a term that means reconciliation or to make right. Additionally, there is a celestial body that has been orbiting our very own moon, asteroid 2024 PT5. For the comet, it is near our sun. The asteroid is orbiting the moon. This is very symbolic of duality. The reason for this is that each of them will have a significant impact on what happens on Earth. This includes what happens in terms of climate, weather, and other things associated with the planet itself. But furthermore, it impacts human consciousness as well, because all of those things interconnect. Both the asteroid and comet will exert a significant gravitational force on Earth. Earth's gravitational field will create changes in tidal patterns. From all of the earlier prophecies, many of you will note that there have been extreme changes in weather already. We have a lot of impactful things happening, not only nationwide, but around the globe. Having another celestial body in both of the orbits of both the sun and the moon will intensify these changes. Over the years, there has been a significant change in how the sun has been affecting the Earth. As I've noted in many of my other writings, there's been a great deal of radiation that's been entering the atmosphere, affecting the health of people worldwide. However, the news and world leaders won't acknowledge this because they don't want to project fear. Yet, having these two celestial bodies in the orbit of the sun and moon, each are Earth's polarities, will cause a significant pull in the energetic forces that surround Earth, leading to even more deliverance of radiation. Changes in cosmic ray levels have been associated with cloud formation and will influence climate patterns over extended periods. While the immediate weather is primarily driven by Earth's atmosphere and hydrosphere, the presence of celestial bodies can indirectly influence weather patterns. Comets that approach the sun release volatiles and dust into space. This material interacts with the solar wind and Earth's magnetic field, leading to atmospheric phenomena. For instance, increased dust in the atmosphere can affect solar radiation absorption, influencing temperature and weather patterns. As many of you know, we have seen the northern lights a few times. They're not usually visible in certain areas of the world. Yet, there were a few instances where people could actually see them. This phenomenon was not explained thoroughly by scientists, only highlighted as a feature event that people could enjoy looking at as entertainment. Yet, they didn't even touch base with the fact that this was happening because of changes in space. Now that we have this comet and asteroid, there will be even more changes within the magnetic field of Earth. This means that an increase in cosmic ray activity will enhance cloud formation, which in turn will affect weather patterns and climate. The interaction of multiple celestial bodies in the solar system will create complex feedback loops affecting Earth's climate over millennia. For example, fluctuations in solar output influenced by the gravitational interactions of larger bodies will have downstream effects on Earth's climate. Now, let's talk about the spiritual implications. Firstly, if you notice, the comet was named Atlas. This is not without a reason. As you know, there is truth, always hidden in plain sight when it comes to the leaders of the world. Atlas is the name of the god on whom the earth is held on his back. This is very similar in Hinduism when compared to Kurma, the second avatar of the god Vishnu. Kurma is depicted as a tortoise. Kurma is the second of the 10 principal avatars, Dashavatara, of Vishnu, who incarnates in various forms to restore cosmic order and protect Dharma, righteousness. Kurma symbolizes stability, endurance, and support. The turtle is often associated with the idea of carrying heavy burdens, reflecting the protective and nurturing qualities of the earth. Kurma is also associated with various teachings regarding the importance of balance in nature and the interconnectedness of all living beings. He plays a crucial role in Hindu mythology by supporting the earth and facilitating the cosmic process of creation and sustenance through the churning of the ocean. Both of the stories are very similar with these two mythological gods who are forced to hold the burdens of the earth. The only difference in the stories is that one of them actually incarnates in various forms throughout time to restore the cosmic order and balance. Very interesting, isn't it? As you can see, the sun is responsible for life. And here we have an asteroid, which is named for the very gods that represent the meaning. However, when it comes to Masonic teachings, almost everything associated with mysticism often links back to the Greeks and the Romans. This is why a lot of the original names for things are often in Latin. While there is no direct equivalent to Atlas in Christianity, figures like Jesus Christ and Simon of Cyrene embody themes of strength, sacrifice, and the bearing of burdens. Simon of Cyrene was the one who was made to carry the cross of Jesus. This means that he would symbolize Atlas a lot more, because the original cross of Jesus would be the cardinal cross of earth. Yet, Jesus being hung in the center of that, and this asteroid having come named for the god bearing the burdens of the world, means that this is a significant time of persecution for those who are believers in God. Some may not think that this is a significant thing because it's not the first time we have had a comet going around the sun. However, it's very significant because of the time period in which it's happening, as well as the fact that we have an asteroid going around the moon. Let's take a look at the moon for a moment. The asteroid's name is CD3. When you say this in reverse, which is demonic language, and much of what the Luciferian agenda represents, you'll find that it says here it is. Now, if you put the two together for the comet and the asteroid, the comet represents the Great Tribulation, and the asteroid orbiting the moon represents here it is. Pretty interesting, isn't it? How it really does come together to point out that we are entering into the Great Tribulation period. Even though the onset of that already began some time ago, as pointed out in an earlier video here on this channel, now we are about to enter into the peak of it. If you refer back to the Chronicles or Revelations of Ariel here on this channel, you will find that much of what she revealed to me is about to happen, descending us even further into the prophecies there. Atlas being another representation of Jesus, holding the world or the cardinal cross. And the moon's asteroid CD3 said, in reverse here it is, we see that this marks, in a sense, a mock of the second coming of Christ through the tribulation. And so this is another celestial sign for the Antichrist rising. These celestial events are taking place during some of the holiest times among the Hindu and Jewish people. This is common because we've experienced many celestial events that have happened during these time frames. It's usually around this time that we find blood moons and other strange transitions with Jupiter, etc. This channel is full of all of these predictions if you want to refer back to them. I hope that this brought you light and understanding. In my next video, Signs of Spiritual Warfare and How to Cope, I'll discuss with everyone how to recognize if they're going through their own inner tribulation and how to fight against it. These times are so very important because they're going to change the entire world. For more prophetic messages, please visit Alura's Angels.